Hi, welcome back to our new episode of Community Podcast. Last time we talked about fly tipping with our councillor Ismail Ibrahim from Ramwat Bolton. And we talked how problematic the fly tipping is and how to report it and the penalties involved. Today we are moving to another issue that is almost a problem for every resident with it, which is potholes. So that the causes accident, the damaged car, and people get mad about it. So once again, we are joined by Ismail Bhai. So welcome once again, Ismail Bhai. Sorry, shall I call you Ismail Bhai or Councillor?
You can't. No, Ismail Bhai, it's fine.
Ismail Bhai, yeah. Okay, yeah. So we had a great podcast last time.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
alhamdulillah. Really good, very positive.
Alhamdulillah.
I think as soon as the podcast went out, I was inundated with more concerns in relation to fly tipping, and there were certain sites that we missed.
Okay.
So I went and reported them as well. So, but again, I don't think people realise the consequences, the £600 fine.
Yeah.
And one person said to me, "Oh, Ismail, I've got a gas cooker, an old gas cooker, and I want to put it outside for the scrap metal person to come and collect."
Right.
So I said to him, "Listen, before you put it out, make sure you know what time they come in. Put it out at the right time, because if you leave it outside and go to work, that will be classed as fly tipping. You will be
Okay.
liable for a £600
Whoa.
fine." So it's simple things like that. People genuinely, innocently phone scrap metal merchants.
So Alhamdulillah, we getting a good response.
yeah.
We got a few people contacted Bebas as well that they learn a lot from that podcast. When brother Ismail Bhai explain us how to report the fly tipping. So now we are talking about potholes, which is another civic issue, and it also comes under council service, I believe. Yeah. So before we go into how to prevent and cause, can you exactly give a rough idea what is potholes?
So a pothole is surface damage. So on
Okay.
the road that's been damaged over time, and then it deteriorates and it ends up creating a hole in the
Right.
ground. And it's similar with the footways as well. So you could have a footway defect as well. So it's termed as a road defect.
Road defect.
Yeah, they call
Right.
it road defect, stroke
Yeah.
pothole kind of.
And what are the main causes of potholes according to you?
I think there's many. We talked about this earlier as well. It's deterioration through a lot of issues. So, for example, just general wear and tear.
Yeah.
You end up with so let's say, for example, climate change now. If you talk about climate change,
Yeah.
we've got hot weather.
Yeah.
We've got hot weather. A couple of weeks ago, it was about 30 degrees. And you
Right.
can see the tarmac coming away. And
Yeah.
then you've got cars traveling over the road, and it just deteriorates quicker.
Yeah.
And then we get high rainfall. So again, last week we had a lot of rainfall. So 1 minute you've got hot weather, then you've got the rainfall, and then it's washing the tarmac away. Cars are driving over it, and it just creates a cavity. And next thing you know, it's gone from being the size of a 5p piece to a major pothole kind of thing in the ground.
Right. Is there a way to prevent this? Maybe a councillor or like government can use a better. Is there something government can do more to prevent this?
I think as time progresses,
Yeah.
engineers will have to probably look at and take into consideration climate change, and also the amount of vehicles that are traveling on
Yeah,
the road today.
100%, yeah.
Look, you'll see an Amazon van pulling up, you'll see an Uber Eats car pulling up, or a Deliveroo, all sorts of delivery, everything.
Especially heavy good vehicles as well.
Yeah. So 30, 40 years ago, we didn't have this kind
That
of
many
traffic.
vehicles. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've got a lot more traffic on the roads, delivering to distribution centres, and then from the distribution centres, the vans are going out, and it's just constant. People are just shopping online, and it's creating a lot of traffic on the road.
Okay, so when we have potholes, obviously, how often a council or a government inspect the road?
Okay, so if you look at arterial routes,
Okay.
I think arterial routes are maybe 1 to 2 times a month, a couple of times. No,
Okay.
sorry, my apologies. No, about, I think, every couple of months.
Couple of months.
Yeah, so arterial routes and the town centre.
Okay.
Quite regularly, once a month, maybe twice a month, depending on the
Right.
actual.
And what about residential areas?
Residential area is about 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Okay.
So they are regular.
So if there's a pothole anywhere in residential area, the council will never know until they do their inspection.
Yeah, so
right?
again, so you're talking 6 months by the time they get out. But like I said, arterial routes, they are inspected.
No, residential area.
Yeah, so residential, but you're talking 3 to 6 months.
So what can residents can do about it? Is there a way to report potholes?
Yeah, so simply contact us, the ward councillors.
Okay.
Whatever your councillor is, you can report it to the council, email in, or if you've got their phone number, just WhatsApp them and let them know.
Okay. So the first and the easiest way is to contact your local councillor, and through phone number or through email as well. And if they want to contact directly to the council, Bolton Council, will you help us to understand?
Yeah, similar again.
Like the way we did last time.
Yeah.
Can you please also?
Yeah, definitely. It's simple, straightforward. It's not difficult at all. It's actually quite quick.
Okay.
And, by the time you've messaged me as a councillor or any of the other councillors, you probably could have done it in that time.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean don't contact us. You can contact us, but people choose to actually do it themselves. So I'm happy to go through how to report a pothole.
Yeah.
Let's get the screen ready. Here we go.
Okay, so once again, Councillor Ismail Ibrahim is helping all our viewers how to report a pothole to Bolton Council.
Yeah. So
this podcast is all about educating residents about civic issues, and Brother Ibrahim is taking a lead, even though he's only a councillor for Ramwat, but he wants to help everyone in Bolton and across the world if it's connected to that issue. So Jazakallah khair, brother.
No problem. Right, so if we go on the search bar and
first go on in Google, basically.
Google, just go to the Google search bar, and I'm going to put in report pothole Bolton Council. So that's there, and you've got the search bar opening up all the different links. So now I'm going to go to the top one. Potholes, road and pavement problems. There you go. Right. So here we go. Now, there are thresholds. We need to understand that anything below 40 mil would not be classed as a pothole. This is on the actual, this is actually on the road, on the highway itself. And if you've got anything below 25 mil on the footways, that won't be classed as a road defect, and they won't come out of repair. So just bear that in mind. So here we go, and there's images to the left here showing you the actual pothole, and they're showing you on the right hand side. Even though it's unsightly, it won't qualify for repair.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Report an issue. Right, here we go. It comes up. Now, this is a really important point here. Do not report an issue online if it poses an immediate danger to public safety. So if it poses an immediate danger, you need to call the 01204 3366 00 number. And obviously, if it's on a motorway, you've got the 0300 number. And if it's a private road, obviously, it's the responsibility of the owner itself. Yeah. So let's continue this. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Right, so we've got the page here now, and if you look to the top right-hand side, you've got a bar here, and it says enter location or reference number. Now, here we go. I'm going to click that.
So when you say reference number, if it's already reported, if you want to check.
Yeah. So but we're reporting a fresh complaint. So it's a new complaint. A friend of mine lives on Beaconsfield Street. Mr. Mustaq Jolly has got a problem at the back of his house. It's a large pothole, and it is quite dangerous.
It's in back alley.
Yeah, so it's in the back alley. Yeah. So his address is Beaconsfield Street. So I'm going to type in Beaconsfield Street, and straight away on the right hand side we've got options, and I'm clicking on Beaconsfield Street. Now, I've got to get to 109. And 09 is 103, 105, 107, 109 there. So I'm going to touch there. There we go. So it's got the marker, the blue marker with the location. And obviously on the right-hand side, we've got some questions to answer. So it says, report a problem, select a type. So here we go, top one. It's not a defect on footway, it's a pothole. So I'm going to put that down. Description of problem. And it's simple, large pothole, yeah? So large pothole. Oops, there we go, large pothole. Location of problem, rear of, and it's 109 Beaconsfield Street. You can put the postcode in as well, but I'm not going to put the postcode in. Okay, first name, I'm going to put down my details. Here we go, Ismail Ibrahim, IBRAHM. My email address, I'm going to put my council email address on here. ismail.gov.uk. So this is for if they want to contact me and ask me any questions or anything like that. Phone number, I'm just going to leave that blank. I'm just going to put 000. And this is the other thing. You can actually upload a photo here as well.
Okay.
So you can click on there, upload the photo if you want to, and then submit the report. 1 second.
Okay, just do that again, maybe.
Says select items in the list. Maybe because.
No,
it's because here, carriageway. We forgot to put that in.
Okay.
Okay. So it is a carriageway. And submit report. There we go. Thank you for the report. Please replot to start a new report.
Yeah.
So you just got to make sure the actual questionnaire is filled in correctly. Otherwise, it won't submit. But yeah, straightforward. Didn't take long. Pretty, by the time somebody sent their counsellor the details of their pothole, you could have actually filled it up.
Yeah.
So straightforward.
And once after report, how long does it take for council to take action?
They'll come and inspect it.
Okay.
They'll mark it out. They'll probably come down, mark it out, and within a few weeks they should remedy the problem.
Do council prioritize as well, like which is, maybe prioritize which potholes to fix first?
Yeah. So again, it goes down to the initial message we saw that if you see something that's serious, then it needs to be reported to the main number. But they will, depending on what information you put in there, they will assess it accordingly. And if you do put in that it's a serious defect causing harm to motorists or to cyclists.
So maybe once they come inspect, if they find it dangerous,
they'll be on it. Yeah,
deal it obviously. So, what are the challenges council face cost-wise for this potholes?
Oh, do you know? I think the pothole problem isn't just to Bolton. It's not exclusive to Bolton.
Yeah,
it's a national issue.
Council invest a lot in fixing this.
Yeah, they do. But again, it's like I said, because of the increase in traffic.
Yeah.
And plus the weather changes. The roads are deteriorating a lot quicker. And then just a quick point I wanted to make. There was a recent survey done, and I think it's something like, on average, there's 6 potholes per mile.
Whoa.
So that's average, and that's across the UK. So I'm sure it was reported on the BBC as well. Yeah.
So how can a community, sometimes we see people fix potholes themselves. Do you think it's dangerous for them to?
No, I've seen similar incidents where people have gone out and tried to repair potholes, but it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
No.
And it can be dangerous as well.
Yeah, and
they might be making it worse.
They make it worse, and the other thing as well is they could be liable for having. So if they've got to remedy it again, and they get caught, and they might be.
So the best way for the people, a community, to get involved is to report their pothole through council website or through the local councillor.
Look, Shirabai, it's easy. It's not difficult, and if we don't report them, it's going to get worse. A stitch in time saves 9. So if we can get it early, we save ourselves from having a larger problem. So it's better to report quickly, get in touch with your councillors or do it yourself. And, we end up with children play on the road. We've got mothers using prams.
The old people.
A lot of people with wheelchairs. They're using the electronic buggies, cyclists. So if you spot a pothole, I'll give you another one. 204 Wigan Road. So near Haslam Park, there's a large surface of concrete tarmac taken away. Now, I've reported it, but I don't know whether it meets the threshold or not because you couldn't really go. It's a busy road. But with that particular road, it would need to be repaired because it's a busy road. People are then driving to avoid that particular section of the road. It's a busy road. If you're avoiding your oncoming traffic, and it's an accident hotspot as well. So those kind of areas need to be reported ASAP. They need to be reported quickly. The council can go and assess it and get it repaired because that could lead to serious accidents.
Yeah, and if God forbid, if there's any kind of incident there, who is liable?
I think it's for the police to assess.
Okay.
It's for the police to assess.
Right. So I think this was our podcast for Potholes. Do you want to add something before we finish?
Just want to add, if you see a pothole, get in touch with your councillors. Let us know, and then we can report them. And if you feel comfortable doing it yourself, just do it yourself. But like I said, the sooner we can get.
You don't recommend that, right? Doing it yourself.
No.
Fixing.
No, not fixing. I'm talking about reporting it yourself.
Reporting yourself.
Yeah, okay. Not fixing it. Reporting it yourself.
So don't try to fix potholes. No. Just report it to your councillor or through the Bolton Council website.
And we can have safer roads.
Yeah. Safer road saves your time as well to reach home. So thank you once again, Councillor Ismail Ibrahim, brother. We will try to bring such more community-based on civic issue education podcast, and his brother Ismail will going to lead this podcast. It was his idea. He want to educate his voters and everyone in Bolton. Even though he's a busy man, but he comes here every week to help every one of us. So thank you. Jazakallah khair. We will see you again next week with some other topic. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.